Hi, Tracy Hugelmeyer here from VintagepreneurUniversity.com, where I help vintage sellers start, grow, and scale their business on Etsy. I also own my own vintage business on Etsy, Rustic Guy, that I've had since 2013. And today I'm going to tell you about one of my super favorite tools ever, the Dymo Labelmaker. And I'm going to make probably 3 videos in this series. So I'm going to start today about telling you the features that I love about the Dymo Labelmaker. And this is probably going to sound like an ad, but I don't mean it to. I just genuinely love my Dymo Labelmaker, and I'm going to tell you why. Before I tell you what I love about my Dymo Maker, I'll start with a couple of the basics. So I use the Dymo 4XL Labelmaker, and I use that to print my 4x6-inch shipping labels. Primarily, I use it for other reasons too, which I'm going to get into in my other parts of this series on the Dymo Labelmaker. But today I'm going to tell you why I love my label maker so much. If you are on the fence about whether or not to get one of these, hopefully this video and this series will help you make that decision. Okay, so the number one thing that I love about my Dymo Labelmaker is you no longer need a printer. So I used my printer for the first probably 4 years of my business, my Etsy business. And what that entailed is printing out on a piece of paper. I didn't use labels. I actually used paper and cutting out. Usually what I did actually was fold the paper behind the 4x6 shipping label that would print out on the piece of paper. And then I would take packing tape and I would tape it down. I know you've all seen this. Probably many of you have done it or are still doing it. Totally understandable, right? I mean, that's one way to go about doing this. But using the label maker instead is a game changer. I no longer use my printer for my business. I don't print out packing slips. Possibly in a rare instance that one is requested, I might do that, but otherwise I don't print out packing slips. I don't use my printer really for any other reason for my business, which is amazing because it brings me to my second reason for loving my Dymo Labelmaker, and that is you don't need ink. Okay, now paper wasn't a huge expense because a ream of paper goes a long way, but ink was a huge expense. I was probably spending close to $150 in ink a year. Now, it changes from time to time and where you are looking for the Dymo 4XL, but typically you can find it for around $180. Check Amazon, and also check eBay to try and find, a good price. But yes, ink is a reason right there. You don't need any other reason to switch to this label maker other than ink, because it is a huge cost saver once you make the switch. It's that initial upfront investment, but it will pay off probably within a year, if not sooner. The way the laser printer works is through laser printing. So there's no ink involved. The only thing that you have to purchase to keep it going are labels, and we'll get to that later. The next thing is paper, and I probably talked about this when I mentioned the printer, but paper is something that you no longer need with the Dymo Labelmaker since you use labels instead of paper. So that's reason number 3. Number 4, you don't need to use packing tape to attach your labels. So I was using a lot of packing tape to attach my paper labels to my packages, and I no longer need to use the packing tape for that purpose. Reason number 5 that I love my Dymo Labelmaker, again, this sounds like an ad, but it's not, I promise you, is that it's a more professional look. It just looks cleaner and professional, which is so much better for your brand, and better branding equals more sales. So right there, and you're investing in a label maker for your business, the success of your business, okay? And that's probably the biggest reason right there. But another reason why I love my label maker is it gives you perfect labels every time. I mean, I struggled with my printer. I don't know if it's just me, but my printer used to always mess up my labels and make like little lines in them that I didn't want there. Or, you know, as the ink was running out, it wasn't dark enough or it just didn't look good. And that problem has been completely eliminated by using my label maker. I don't stress about that anymore because it used to be quite an area of stress for me because I would try and figure out each time I would have to figure out what was going on, and then I would have to fix my printer. So right there, you know, it was a huge benefit to know that I could rely on my label maker each and every time for that perfect label. And then kind of a bonus reason, but equally important, not even really a bonus reason because this is a huge benefit to using a label maker. It is an enormous time saver and efficiency maker, we'll just call it. It really makes everything more efficient in my process of getting my orders ready every day to ship out. I can just queue them up and print them and stick them on, and it helps that whole process along, which is awesome. So I hope that tip helped you, and look for the other videos in this series that will be coming soon. If you liked this tip and you want to make sure you get all my secret tips and tricks, especially for you as my YouTube viewer, you can check it out at vintagepreneuruniversity.com/secret, and I'll link to that below for you as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, make sure you like it with a little thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the little bell as well so you get notified anytime a new video comes out. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.